Well, let's stay with this. We can now speak with Haya Atassi. She's the head of public relations at the Syrian Association for Citizens' Dignity and joins us also from Istanbul. It's great to have you with us on the news, Haya Atassi. Let me start with this. We have a nation destroyed, the country's finances in tatters and millions upon millions of people displaced. Do you think Syrians have any dignity in this moment?
Well, today we are taking part in the global commemoration of the 10th anniversary of the Syrian Revolution as a unique voice of displaced Syrians, because we want to mobilize displaced Syrians to continue their struggle for dignity and rights, because this is what we've been doing for the past 10 years. We are actually struggling for dignity, and we want to make the international community aware that the 13 million displaced Syrians, Hala, here we're talking about half of the population of Syria is displaced. And these people, they insist on their dignity and they insist on their rights as basis of any political solution in Syria. So no matter what the regime is doing, no matter all the crimes that are being committed, we still insist on our dignity and on our rights.
For many Syrians who have managed to escape the fighting and who've found safety and shelter elsewhere, what does this 10-year anniversary mean to you, those who have managed to escape the country?
Well, it's a constant reminder for us to continue our struggle. I mean, we've been through a lot, we suffered a lot, but this means to us that the struggle continues, and it means to us if you don't continue for our struggle. And here I am stressing on the importance of incorporating our rights, the rights of the displaced Syrians as part of any political solution, but also, as Dana mentioned a while ago, of part of establishing a safe environment in Syria, because this is what we really need. We want to return back to our country. The struggle is not over, even though the country is destroyed, even though our economy is destroyed, even though there are attempts by the regime and Russia to add legitimacy to the Syrian regime, whether by elections, whether by conferences on the return of refugees. We insist that there's no safe environment in Syria that allows the return of these Syrians. And we insist that the issue of displaced Syrians is not only a humanitarian issue, but it's at the heart of any political solution in Syria and any political transition.
If we take stock of the situation, we've had 10 years of civil war. We saw with our correspondent, Zaina Hodder in Beirut, children running around in mud who were born after the war began, who've never seen their country. Given the struggles that are being faced by so many around the world, would you say it's been worth it?
This is a difficult question. I mean, I cannot say if it's worth it for people to be detained or for people to lose their lives or even to lose their loved ones. But I'm saying it's part of the struggle. We sacrificed a lot. The Syrian people sacrificed a lot. I cannot think of any Syrian family who did not sacrifice. And this in itself is the reason for us to continue the struggle. So the word worth it is a bit difficult for me to say it, but I can say that this is an extra reason for me not to surrender, not to stop the struggle, and not to go back to Syria, which is ruled by the Assad regime and its cronies, and to an unsafe Syria. We started this struggle 10 years ago. We've paid a lot, like you mentioned now. We have a huge lost, very large lost generation. We have generations who have been born outside Syria. They don't even know what their country is. We have generations who were born in camps. They don't know what it means to live in a house under a roof. We have generations now who turned 18 and they cannot even participate in any of the political life that's in their country. So this all means to us that we still have a lot of work to do, and we still have a lot of struggle. And this is why we are trying to mobilize the Syrians, the displaced Syrians, to make our voice heard and to make sure that our rights are incorporated in any political solution on Syria for a safe, voluntary and dignified returns for all Syrians.
Okay. Haya Atassi joining us live from Istanbul. Thank you very much indeed for speaking to Al Jazeera.
Thank you.